Can't even twist it open. Just chuck it out. Welcome to the You Beauty YouTube channel. I am Sarah Marie Fard. I'm an avid beauty lover and ex-professional makeup artist of over 18 to 19 years. This is my new series, Lucky Dip. Lucky Dip is a series where there will be 5 products in this bag. I don't know what's inside. I don't know whether I'm gonna love it. I don't know whether I'm gonna hate it. And every week, it's a surprise. I've created this look with what's inside this bag. So keep watching to see what is in here and how I've created this look. Let's get into it. I am kind of hoping for more of a glam look today, but we'll see. This looks a little more promising. Okay, this is more promising. Ouch. So we've got Charlotte Tilbury under eye and face cheat for intense color correction. Let's see. Oh, it's the cutest compact. Like, how pretty is that? Charlotte Tilbury does do lovely packaging, I have to say. So this color is number 3 tan. Lip stain, yeah, here we go. Okay, we've got a Morphe lip stain. Let's just test this out. I'm gonna go through every lip stain. I should just do a series called Lip Stain, and it's just me with a montage of lip stains. Trini London BFF Cream Skin Perfector. Trini London have lovely products. I've got like many of her blushes at home and they kind of stack on top of each other. So this looks really cute. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Can't even twist it open. Okay. Oh my God, there's more tape to get. That's a, oh man, we're taking a piss now. Okay, here we go. So this one you do need a shake from the sounds of it. So let's give this a little shakeroonies. And let's see, is this a brush or a felt? Oh, it's a brush. Okay, so liquid liners with a brush I find are really good in comparison to a felt. I don't know why. I feel like sometimes the felt tips are not sharp enough and they bleed a little bit, whereas the ones with a brush always apply really, really sharp line. We've got the Revolution Pro Eye and Cheek Palette. Love that. Very nice. Just can't. Can we just assume, can brands please just assume people opening packets have nails like mine and like have a little tab on the box so I can like pop it open. I like the shades in this. Just chuck it out.
Let's go, girls.
We're gonna start with a color corrector because why not? Let's just correct whatever we've got. I'm gonna use a brush with this to see how it applies because I have never used this product before, but I think it's really interesting. I don't have concealer, so I'm going to go on top with the Trini London BFF Cream Skin Perfector. There's no color. All right, let me test this out first because if I'm gonna put this color corrector on and this doesn't change color enough for me, I may have to make it much lighter than expected. So I'm gonna start with the corrector. I think that this BFF cream, the idea with this is you put this on, it goes on white, and as you apply it to the skin, it oxidizes, like has a bit more of a color to it. So you get a nice, natural, even finish. I am gonna put a little bit of this under my eye and then stop straight away because there's no way that BFF whatever cream is going to cover whatever that is. Okay, so great product, by the way. I love the color for correcting, but there's no way I can use this with this product. This is too light. I need a concealer to actually go on top of this. This is like phone a friend or call in a lifeline. So I'm gonna call this a lifeline. I'm gonna ask for concealer. Someone please pass. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, this is my Huda Beauty concealer. This is the faux filter concealer. Right up my alley. For those of you who don't want really full coverage, now I can go back to doing a corrector under my eyes. The idea of a corrector is that it counteracts any like bluing and stuff under the eyes or around the face. You might have pigmentation on your face that's really dark. So it helps to counteract that. And then when you put your concealer and foundation, it has a better blend and camouflage. Sometimes, you know, if you have that kind of pigmentation and you put foundation and concealer on, even if it's your color match, those areas go gray. So this helps to counteract that graying. I am going to now put my handy concealer on over those areas where the corrector is. And because I want to do a bit more on my eyes, I'm actually going to put this concealer on my face to get more coverage as well. So I'm going to put this down the center, my smiley folds there. I'm going to put some here and here, okay? Flattering, gorgeous. I'm going to add the Trini BFF cream just here, because that way it's going to blend in nicely with my concealer. So the idea of this is, as I'm pressing in and buffing and blending my concealer in to color, to go over the corrector, it's also going to blend with the BFF cream and have a really nice smooth glow. Okay, so I'm gonna buff the cheeks. You can see how it's like blending. So the concealer and the BFF cream is blending into a really nice medium coverage foundation. I'm gonna do down the center of my nose and then blend the concealer with the BFF cream on my forehead. So this is a really handy way to use your concealer as a foundation. So I'm gonna get my beauty sponge and just press all of that in and go over my eyelid, because we're gonna use eyeshadow, so we want a bit of a base. See? The concealer and the BFF cream together makes a really nice foundation. I'm not gonna finish my base yet. This palette is great because you've got a bronzer, you've got like face and cheeks. So I am going to use this eyeshadow color first. Because it's a light shade, it's gonna be a really nice base on the eyelid, and that means you're gonna be able to blend your other colors much easier. So I'm gonna just put this on. You don't have to be super, super, super accurate. I'm gonna use this close to the lash line and basically apply this up to my eyebrow. I'm gonna do that to the other eye now first before I do any extra color. Okay. I actually think this will be nice down the center of my face as well to set this concealer. I can't use a powder brush in this because it's just gonna get the whole palette. So I'm gonna just get like a blush brush and just apply it very carefully onto that eyeshadow color. Press it onto my hand. And then I'm gonna press that down the center of my face, under my eyes, down the center. There we go. So now you can see once I've set it, it's more of that velvet finish. That means I can now get my bronzer and safely apply that to my face without it gripping and holding for dear life. Pat that onto your hand so you're not getting a sudden blotch of color there. Again, we want to apply this right underneath the cheekbone. So think of this section of your face. Don't go lower than that. So we're patting that in. Same to the other side of the face. Okay, safe. Now I'm gonna get, again, a bit more of this bronzer. Tap, tap, tap on my hand. Tap this onto my eyelid. You don't have to be so accurate. You're literally just applying it to the center of your eye. So you're getting a bit more color. See? And contour the nose. Squeeze your brush and just add a little extra contour to the nose. This is so pigmented. I'm actually not gonna contour as much as I normally would. Some people think you need different brushes for different things. Depending on the look you're doing, I'm actually not gonna change this brush for my bronzer, my face, and my setting. It just depends on the way we're gonna layer it. Blush, let's get the blush color. Pat, 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 pat. Just tap a little bit onto your cheeks, just on the cheekbones, so it lifts. Same brush again, let's get the highlighter with it and tap that on the, right on top of the blush, basically. You don't have to go higher again, it's already high enough, but right on top of the blush to get a really nice glow. And what I'm gonna do now is just add that down the center of the face a little bit. And then I'm gonna put this on my brow bone. So that has a really nice highlight. This is a little tip if you're a beginner to eye makeup. Get yourself a fluffy brush. See this shade here? It's kind of like a medium to darker. This is a bit more of a reddy brown, but like that kind of deeper brown tone. Pat it again, always pat onto your hand, because see how much product got off my brush there? Can you imagine if you put that straight into your eye? You put this straight into your eye, it's going to be like, oh sweet Lord, it's too much. Wow, the pigment of this bad boy is crazy. I am going to make sure the eyeshadow doesn't go lower. See the corner of my eye and my nose? You don't want it to go lower than that. Just above my lash line and outer corner of my eye, I'm going to buff that in, not out, because then you'll accidentally bring it down. So in, and you can go in little circles if you want, and then across. Okay, just to kind of give your eye a bit more depth than the bronzer and the blush and the highlight and the light shadow. Now, eyeliner. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pretend you've never used eyeliner before, like in a black liquid. Start by going as close to your lash line as possible, just so you can get a feel of holding the product. I'm going to just go really close to my lash line and just tight line it like that. When your eyes open, you want to make sure, again, your eyeliner's not going lower than that part of your eye. So you can basically, while your eyes are open, just draw a line, and we are going to connect that line that you just drew as your guide to the line you drew on your lashes, okay? Now you're gonna go bit by bit by bit by bit. I always start from the outside and then work my way in. That's gonna be the safest way to do eyeliner. Don't believe some people know how to do a liner. Ariana Grande pulls her eye and just does her line.
Bloody hell.
So think of it like a little triangle you're gonna fill in after you've drawn your line, connect it, and then fill it in. I don't know if this is going to make the makeup look nice or change the color completely. This balance of color is actually quite nice at the moment. Sometimes with the lip stains, it's gonna go a bit reddy or purpley. I'm not sure how this is gonna look on my lips. Sometimes it oxidizes depending on your pH level, it changes. So something like this with a neutral lip could be really lovely. This is very purple. Whoa. She looks very purple. So let's see how lucky I am today. I'm gonna just do a little bit on the center. Actually don't mind this color. That's a win today. Lucky Dip has been lucky to me. I've been lucky with Lucky Dip today. I actually really like it. I actually think that looks quite good. I was really nervous because I keep getting lip stains and the lip stains keep ruining my whole makeup look. Last time it was such an 80s vibe. This is actually really nice. So it looks like I've been pretty lucky with Lucky Dip today. I am pretty happy with that, and I'm happy with the look I have today. If you enjoyed that, like and subscribe, and I want to know what recommendations you have. What do you want me to try? Pop them in the comments below.